They square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one is absolutely belted, and it's off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Lee stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That one ripped right center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Henry Banks. Up the middle. Base hit. One run is in. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And a runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3. Lee added one more to that hitting streak.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel.
Stepping in for San Diego, Lee. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. First pitch just misses. Wilson at first, one gone. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting four.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And that misses. Ball 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His first homer of the year, and now they're out front. It's 3-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. This one in the air, center field. McCarthy settles underneath it. Makes the grab. And that is that. Back to the top of the order. Man at first with 1 gone. So digging in now for San Diego, Lee. He's already homered here in this one. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Alejandro Armstrong, the base runner at first with one out. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Up and in. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a
Full
ball.
count.
Man at first, one away. That's a good at bat right there.
Ball
he was
4.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. 2 on with 1 out. Henry Banks, the next up for the Padres. 2 on, 1 out.
Ball low.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So bases all loaded up. Bryce Eldridge, the next up for the Padres. That one inside. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
High fly ball out to left field. O'Neill sizing this one up. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So 2 on with 2 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Liner, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Bluebird, Flare, Duck Snort, Lawn Dart, etc. But
so 2 down. Matt Olson, the next Pirate to hit.
Olson.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
oh man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Lee. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And the first offering is not close. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Doing there for the 2 down, bases empty. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. McCarthy pulls it down, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake McCarthy. Hit in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Brian Helsley. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy under it. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And with the game going to extras, he's still got a chance to keep his hitting streak going. And that's in there for strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a tapper. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates bounce back from consecutive losses to take game 3 of the series. Lee had a game. Ready to go. Here's the center fielder. So up next, Lee. 3 hits and 12 trips so far in the series. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCarthy settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the power speed combo. Lee. Jones back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Going, gone. And they're on the board. It's 4-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Fouls that fastball out of here.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. In the air out towards right center. Brennan sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Lee. Helsley in his 13th season, 37 years young. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And there's one down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Lee did well. Next to hit, Lee. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk it.
2 out, space is empty. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. It's there, and that's a great play. Gunnar Henderson.
Now that's number 7.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one ripped. And there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Henry Banks. The 1-2. Runner on the go. Bunt it back towards the pitcher. Sends it to Sabato. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. So no runs. That one fouled off. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kelnick makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 runs. Juan Serrano. The next to hit. 1 out. Runner at second. Lee will hit next. Known for his late inning heroics. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 2 out. Lee didn't do a whole lot in the win.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win.
One down. Lee now at the plate. To the right side. Slides for the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it requires going to the ground.
1 out, base is empty. And the first offering is not close. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Lee swings through it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And that skips into dirt. Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So here's the cleanup hitter, Henry Banks. Runner takes off. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be
double steal. Out to short, Henderson. They get one. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Back here in Baltimore. Lee digs in now.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
McDermott back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach.
There goes the runner in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Henderson makes the catch for the out. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Stepping in for San Diego, Bryce Eldridge. Runner takes off. Swings, and this one's flared. And it falls. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and in the ninth, they take the lead. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Lee, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Salas at third with 2 away. Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. In comes the run from third. And it's a 2-run lead in extra innings.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Banks will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll do it. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Brandon Lau, the next to hit for the Orioles. Vesia is just 1 strike away. Headed down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Lee was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Collected. First and second, no outs. Lee now at the plate. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. 1 down. Luke Baker. Man at first, 1 away. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Fastball is outside. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Wilson at first, one gone. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 2 outs, base is empty. Way upstairs, and that's ball 1.
Ball. 2-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Headed towards the corner.
Come on, ball. Get up. Get up.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. 3rd home run of the season. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Base is empty, 1 away. Lau at the plate. All set for the start of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Lee. He's already homered in this game. Eater back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Banks getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Lee really stood out in this win. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard. One down. Two down, base is empty. Lee, the next up for the Padres. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. There's a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all three swings.
And it looks like trouble. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed to the plate. And it gets by him. He scores, and they have the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Banks, the next to hit.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Two outs. On the ground. Murphy handles, throws to first. That ends the inning and stops things. Back here in San Diego as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the short. McClanahan back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Jones pulls it down. One down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
That one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. Banks now at the plate. So the tying run at second. Runner takes off for third. In the dirt, throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. On the ground to the left, Caminero fires across the diamond, and that is that. Lee with a nice showing despite the loss.
No, Boogie was a strong individual.
Here's a big power threat. Lee, 1 run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. There's the strike. Lee goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ripped on a line to center. And he makes the catch. And that's the third out. On to the third inning. Povich back to work. And there's a foul ball. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
That one ripped. And that lands inside the party, folks, for a home run. Bottoms up, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Lee stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner takes off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. New inning getting started. And the batter now. Lee was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 2 hits, including that long ball. So 2 down, and here is Wilyer Abreu. That one blasted deep to right. Going back on this one.
Yeah, here we go. Relay.
Got it. Great leaping catch. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Rays 1 and the Padres nothing. Lee, the next up for the Padres.
Number 7.
Fouled off. He was late. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers... Base hit right field. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Ground ball left side could be 2. To second, that's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. Gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lara on the move to the alley. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
On the line, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder,
Henry Banks, the next up for the Padres. Left-hand hitter waits. Runner takes off on the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that'll do it. So one hit. And we're back. We go to the top of this. Man at first with one gone. Lee, the next up for the Padres. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kaiser, in his rookie season, 28 years old. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2025. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to first, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first for 2, and that'll do it. Lee kept the hitting streak alive.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel.
One down. Digging in, Lee.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
And a foul ball. Winston, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Now 1-1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Next for the Padres, Henry Banks.
Henry.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. Calls it in, 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
So digging in now for San Diego, Bryce Eldridge. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. He circles the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and the Padres take the lead. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
So digging in, Moises Ballesteros. Here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Lee. Fouled off left side.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Padres doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And a swing and a miss. One away.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
McCarty makes the play. One up, one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Swing and a foul out of play. Thompson, 36 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2017. And there's a ball.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. It has the distance, gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 8-5. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Back here at Petco Park. Ketel Marte. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Lee getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off. He was late. Moda, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And now the 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Garcia over to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently.
Lee made a big contribution despite the loss. 2 hits. Lee, the next up for the Padres.
The right fielder, number 7.
Lee
One ball,
with a
no
homer
strikes.
in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Scott hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in San Diego, ready to go, bottom 4. And now, Lee. Penrod back to work. That misses the
1-0.
zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in safely. Double steal. Swing and a ball popped in the air. So the lineup flips over. ground ball right side. It squirts through. The throw in. The tag out. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Lee. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across. And welcome back to the ball. Lee added one more to that hitting streak.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate.
Stepping in for San Diego, Lee.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Foul ball there. Lee goes 5 feet 11 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Out to center. Scott makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom 4, so digging in now for San Diego, Lee. Fought back to work. Upstairs.
Oh. You know, these Padres just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The changeup missing.
2-2.
Count now 2-2. Hammered, base hit. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Henry Banks. Doubled his first time up. Fall checks the runner. Lee dives back in safely. Runner takes off, pitches low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The 1-2. Runner goes again. Line to right, base hit. Runner around third. Now throws on the brakes, and he's safe getting back.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
The other way. Makes the grab, 1 down. 2 on, 1 out. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. The 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. The tying run is in to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty.
Number 7.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. So here's Kyle. Next for the Padres, Lee. And the first offering is not close. Pearson, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a sinker. This one in the air. Vasquez drifts towards it. Corrals it. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
Lee kept the hitting streak alive. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Lee. Saying you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. 2 out, space is empty. And first offering is fouled off. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That misses. Down 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Not close with that one. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that'll do it. New inning getting started. 1 out, base is empty. That's out to center field. Anthony hauls it in, 2 away. Back here in San Diego, bottom 9. Stepping in for San Diego, Lee. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And that one hit to first. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, Rob.
Lee had a rough go of it in the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much.
First and second, no outs. Lee getting ready to hit. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
The left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Henry Banks. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand. I like that.
Bottom 4, here's a big power threat. Lee. Mize back to work. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Lee goes 5 feet 11 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a former National League MVP.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and it's gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
He just struck this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Man, he just barely got that one out of here. And you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
1 out, base is empty.
Number 7.
Swing and a ball popped up. Win. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look good.
Williamson back to work. Right side, Noda. He steps on the bag. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Lee made a big contribution despite the loss.
Well, Boog, they may.
So 2 down, and here is Lee, the next up for the Padres.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. And out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Back here at Petco Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. So digging in now for San Diego, Lee.
Number
Peralta back to work.
Nope.
Fastball is outside. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Just missed. And there's the automatic. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying into to the balcony and gone. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boo. We knew it wasn't coming back.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Mark Keller will hit next. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The left fielder,
Henry Banks, the next to hit.
Thanks.
Runner takes off. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And now here is James. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. This one could be trouble, and it gets by him. Now around second, going for third. The relay, tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, and he's out at third. Lee was a real bright spot despite the loss. A 4-hit. One out, runner at second. Lee will hit next. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. That one ripped. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Eldridge getting ready to hit. That one lifted to left. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Bracho now at the plate, and that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So they're all loaded up. Diego Hernandez, the next up for the Padres. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run.
2 outs, base is empty. center field. Crawford settles under this one. Makes the catch. And that is the third out. Runner at first with no outs here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Fernando. Throw to first. Lee dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. So two away with nobody on. One down. Lee, the next up for the Padres. Going on.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Out in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Riley Adams coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Lee played well enough for the win.
Oh, Boog, not great.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Turang. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
That one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Outside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lee with another scorching run of play lately. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Neto for 1, and that's 2. We'll move to the Justin Crawford. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Lee. Heel back to work. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Popped up Rice. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Lee stands in now and watches strike 1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. To second, out, and he can't get back.
Now back.
So 2 down. So digging in now for San Diego, Lee. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow.
No ball.
That's not
One
even
strike.
close to the zone.
He swings and fouls one off. And a curve misses outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because
got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out. Lee had a game to forget.
this wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little.
So down. So up next,
The right fielder.
obviously a
Number
guy who
7.
makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. A little bit high, and that's ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2-0.
Now 3-0. Strike one. Late with the swing there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crawford pulls it down, and that'll do it. Man at first, one away. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. 2 on, 1 out. Banks will hit next.
Thanks.
Up the middle. Looks to second. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Arthur Kenny. Line drive. That's a base hit. Throw into third. The tag. Ow. And we're back. Now here is Lee.
The right fielder. Number 7.
Abel back to work. And that one fouled off.
This guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the move. This one in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents.
Runner on the go again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was
It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lee digs in now. And ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And two in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Crow Armstrong, the runner at third. Wilson at second with nobody out. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Henry Banks. In the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Run scores easily, and the Padres strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. Goes to second for one. Return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Waldrop back to work. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Fouled off left side.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off on.
It gets down, base hit. Throw into third, and he's out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Lee.
Number 7.
Waldrop back to work.
Whoa. You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Next offering way off the plate. Fights it off, he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Waldrop throws to first. Lee back on a dive.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting.
1 out. Runner at second. Eldridge getting ready to hit. That one lined softly the other way. It'll fall into left field for a base hit. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And now just a 2-run deficit. 1 out. Runner at second. Lee now at the plate. Couple of walks and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Way inside. Gets away. Wilson up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better.
Rip to short. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, you brought that run in.
Lee. One down. Stepping in for San Diego, Lee comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. His 12th of the season, and they jump out front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over. Stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
This is Corbin Carroll. 2 out, space is empty.
Carroll.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Sliced hard, but foul. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Leo Novoa, the next to hit. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Fought off foul. Hit in the air, left field. Makes the grab, one down.
The left fielder.
So 2 down. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. He's already homered here in this one. That
One
misses,
ball, no strike.
and that's ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Martinez is just one strike away. And now the count is even. On the ground, right side. Oh, he gloves it, and what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lee digs in now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ripped on a line. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Skubal back to work. That one ripped. Back there. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Top 6. So digging in now for San Diego. Lee. And that one ripped to left. Alvarez makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound. Not messing around at all.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A gigantic blast. It's 4-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Here in the top half of the 10th.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a slider, and there's 2 gone. So now to the plate for Atlanta, John Ponce. Cora is just 1 strike away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans.
So now here's the DH. Dewey Dyer. So digging in, Lee. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No
Strike
balls,
1.
1 strike.
And there's a ball. Lee recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. Ripped into right field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth.
So digging in now for San Diego, Henry Banks. Step off throw to first. Lee back on a dive. Banks with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Runner takes off. On the ground, right side, corner. And that ends the inning. First frame of the night. 1 out, bases empty. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Into the dive, and he got it.
One of the most
ripped on a line to center. Adams makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Lee, 1 for 3. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Lee with a mediocre showing in this one.
Not great, not terrible.
First and second, no outs. Lee digs in now. Number 6 on the National League batting average leaderboard. First pitch, and he just misses. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. And they take the lead. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt, but unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Leo Novoa. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 out, space is empty. Lee getting the start in right. 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Leo Novoa will hit next. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning. And the batter now, Lee. Smith-Shawver goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. And that skips into dirt. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner on the go. Save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard hit, right side. Horner over to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Tatis waits. Set down on strikes. Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice. So up next, Bryce Eldridge. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Cooper Kinney now at the plate. Ground ball left side. They take the force out, and that is that. 2 left. First and second, 2 outs. Now Jefferson Carroll. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Zach Jackson.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Jackson.
Lee down the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Grant Holman preparing to come on if needed. Hard hit left side. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Lee was a big contributor for them in the win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach it.
Lee getting ready to hit. Knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. Check swing, called strike. Caminiti,
It's
the
0-1.
reigning rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a 2-seamer. And that misses. 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. And he's gone. Home run number 15 on the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So the lineup flips over. So here's Horner now.
Nico Horner.
Right side. Lays out and makes the play.
Now batting.
Man at first, 1 away.
Now batting, number 7.
Lee,
That's
a
the ball.
former home run derby champ, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2024. Check swing, called strike. In the air, left field, Alvarez under it, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Swung on, belted. And it hits the fence. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. High fly ball, right field. Carroll has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Padres.
Top of the 6th inning. And here's 1 out. The go-ahead run is at 2nd. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around 3rd on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet. knowing that you can come through with a good swing, and there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 on, 1 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Tatis Jr.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Feeds to second. Out there. Not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 6.
One away. And the game-winning run stands at second.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
This guy's got good power with one swing. He can win it for him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Fires to the plate and crosses the winning run. And the Padres get a walk-off win, 6-5.
So coming to the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
Lee had a 6. It's going to be Lee. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Slides, but it gets by him. The throw in. And he's out. One out, base is empty. Cody Mayo. Lee with some impressive production lately. First pitch misses.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Just missed. Wilson off of first with 2 away. And a changeup clips the zone for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground to first, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting. Lee, the next to hit, 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Outside low, and that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Left field, Deloach squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Lee did not have a close one here. Lee getting ready to hit right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So digging in now for San Diego, Henry Banks. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, and this one gets away. The tag save. He scores on a wild pitch.
Well, you'll take a run however you can get it. And right there, the wild pitch is what made that one happen. No need to wait around as a runner on a ball like that.
Now batting.
Runner at second, 2 down. Man at second. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. His 16th homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here is number 82. Goss back to work. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
You know, these Padres really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They're getting hits when it matters most and converting base runners into runs. They've got 5 hits with runners in scoring position.
That one ripped. That's back there. And out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Lee stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Kicks and fires. They get the force, and that is that. And now here is Lee. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Wilson on third with 2 out.
No, that's a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And, boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And there's a foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And they'll do it again. Two outs. Goes down looking. A run on 2 hits. Lee had a sensational showing in the win. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs. All right, ready to get underway. 2 outs, nobody on. Lee, the next up for the Padres. Center field. Jones under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Number 7.
That just misses. Ball 1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Lee swings through it for strike 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Muncy. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here at Petco Park. So digging in, Lee. 0 for 3 in this one.
So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that is out of play.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And it's even up.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
That one to first, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. DeLoach hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Man at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Kicks and deals. There goes the runner. In there for strike three. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number.
Runner takes off for third. Soft contact in the air. He's got it. And that is. And here is Jose Fairview. Two down, bases empty. Lee, the next up for the Padres. In the air, left field. DeLoach sizes this one up, and that is that. Two outs, bases empty. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first. And he has thrown four. 2 on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Stepping in for San Diego, Henry Banks. Man on second, 2 down. Runner breaks for third. Out at third. And that ends the inning. Zach DeLoach digs in now. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Lee. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Wilson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Wilson coming home. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Henry Banks, the next up for the Padres. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. A 2-run shot. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Lee really stood out in this win. Collected 3 RBIs for them. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Lee. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Leody Taveras. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. The tag out.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Sasaki back to work. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here. You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Two. And that's in the dirt. Out to center. Taveras settles under it. Makes the grab. And there's 1 away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. And the right-hander deals. That's down and in.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Go-ahead run at second, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Leody Taveras. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Stepping in for San Diego, Lee. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The throw to third. Save. And now second and third with 1 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play.
On the ground at first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Brisky is just 1 strike away.
1 ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. The tying run at the plate. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lee, it's an okay game in the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't.
Lee getting ready to hit. The National League leader in runs batted in this year. Lifted in the air, right field. Booth under it. He's got it, and there's two down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jordan Beck now at the plate. Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. One out, base is empty. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The Padres score first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did, as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a foul straight back.
This guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Beck settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. And now the right fielder, Lee. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now
here's the left fielder. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In the air, right field. And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. And the batter now, Lee. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking for.
So 2 down. Lee, the next up for the Padres. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Fought off foul. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And the pitch. Line drive, base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have.
Check on the runner, and he's back safely.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor.
Runner on the go, and he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. Here's Nolan Gorman. Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers in the first. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
That's too low. And the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and third, 1 down. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
First and second, 2 outs. Lee digs in now. And that is out of play. Lee matched a couple of homers in his last game. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Moving under it. And that'll do it. So 2 runs in the inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Lee. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swing and a ground ball. Lusher to second, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So digging in now for San Diego, Aaron Bracho. 2 outs. Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. So it's no run. Lee kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible.
Lee, the next up for the Padres, comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. And there's a ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Man at second. Tied up here in the early going. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No left.
So up next, Henry Banks. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Wilson headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Skips in and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. To third, not in time to get him. He's safe as the run scores on the sac fly. 1 down. And up next for San Francisco, Edgar Gonzalez. Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Armando Valley. And that one is lifted in the air. Lee on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Lee. Eflin back to work. Ground ball to the right side. Casas steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Royce Lewis. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Lead in, and he brought it back.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
And we're back. Leading off, Lee. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
And that one is inside ball 1.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Full count.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
2 down, bases empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. In the air, right field. And what a play! Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard
Lee will hit next. Chris, he's a former Hank Aaron Award winner, which means he was named the best overall offensive performer in his league. And the first offering is not close. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
right there. He does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Henry Banks.
Runner!
There goes the runner. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll move to the second. One out, base is empty. Now, Armando Valley. Now a blooper back behind first. And that will fall. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Swung on, belted. Valley on a dead sprint, racing back. Reaching for it, and brings it in. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple, but you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Lee in the box now. Takes strike one. On the ground to first. Could be two. Throws to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Ryan Haskett, the next Giant to hit. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And in there with a double off the wall. Stepping in, Lee.
Number 7.
Swinging a foul straight back. Looking to get the tying run on base. Inside. 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Yeah, foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one way inside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner at first with 2 away. Henry Banks, the next up for the Padres. Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Drops into the glove. And that's the third. Now it's the right fielder, Lee. That one in there across the letters.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and high fly ball, well struck. Valley on the move, heading back. And it is gone. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 3-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it. He hit the ball out of the park.
Lee is a big contributor for them in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time.
And the final score. Next for the Padres, Lee. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that is out of play. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging and heading for home. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
New inning getting started. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Royce Lewis. Flares it into the outfield. Dunks one in, base hit.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Dollander back to work. Well struck right field. And in one hops the wall. safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Banks digs in now. He's trying for third in the dirt. And he steals third without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Edgar Gonzalez. And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Hit on the ground to the right side. Casas takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. Lee, the next up for the Padres. And fouled off. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Swing and a ground ball to door. That's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. So digging in, Henry Banks.
Henry Banks.
Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run is second. Runner on the go again. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Junior.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. And they tag him out. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Triantos now at the plate. Ground ball could be 2. Slings to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Lee did well despite the loss.
No question that he delivered.